Have you been struggling with your appetite and have you been trying desperately to get it back but find that you're still stuck not knowing what to do? Have you spent thousands of dollars and literally feels like nothing works to bring it back? Are you feeling so disconnected with your appetite, your metabolism, and your food and eating patterns? Well, you're so in the right place. In this video, I'm going to show you a natural tool and technique that you can use to bring that appetite back, boost your metabolism, decrease stress, and help your body do everything it needs to regulate its hormones and regulate our autonomic nervous system, all of the key pieces that are necessary to bringing your appetite back. So I'm so excited to get into it with you. For the best tips and tools on how to step into your most confident self, not only in your body image, but in every area of your life, because it's all connected, subscribe to my channel for that confidence breakthrough, and I will post a new video for you every Thursday. This exact technique, I'm telling you, it works miracles. I didn't have an appetite for about a year, and I went to all kinds of doctors, specialists, you name it, and that's where I found this technique in EFT, and it eventually led me into becoming a certified practitioner at an advanced level because it fucking works. I don't even know if I'm allowed to swear on YouTube, but yeah, you are. It works. It works. It works so well. I spent thousands of dollars on doctors, specialists, you name it, nothing worked. And when I started doing tapping and this exact exercise that I'm showing you, it totally changed the game with my appetite, and you're gonna see why. Because there's a lot of subconscious things that are involved in our appetite and our relationship with food. And the other thing is, I've tried this with many of my clients who have had a lot of struggles with food, their relationships to food, their safety eating food, and they have seen incredible results, not just in natural weight loss, but bringing back their appetite, bringing forward intuitive eating, and the ability to clear old patterns of the past. So I can't wait for you to try this. So, this technique, I've taught it many times before. If you don't know anything about it, it's called EFT tapping. And by tapping on these points of the body, what happens is we're actually communicating with energy meridians that send energy and signals to our autonomic nervous system. And what happens is that when we have disruptions in appetite and dysregulated appetite and food patterns, it's really connected to what's going on in the brain. It's connected to our hormones, it's connected to stress levels, and that is why it's very difficult, especially if you've experienced challenges with disordered eating, stress, you've gone through a breakup, there's anything like that can throw your hormones and your nervous system out of whack. And what happens is that our body responds by saying, I'm just gonna suppress my appetite, or I'm gonna turn that off, because it's a function that's not necessary. When we're under a lot of stress, or the body itself is under stress, it's not a normal function of our body to have an appetite when we're trying to fight off stress, because remember, it's that fight, flight, or freeze response that our body goes into as a way of protecting ourselves. So how we're gonna start to repair this is gonna be through a few ways. So first, I want you to take inventory on a scale of 1 to 10. You just tune into yourself, closing your eyes, maybe placing your hands on a part of your body that you feel safe and connected to. I want you to just ask yourself intuitively, you know the answer, how well is my appetite working right now? On a scale of 1 to 10. And just note that down and write the answer. And you may be experiencing some feelings coming up as a result of that. Maybe there's some frustration, maybe there's some anxiety, disappointment, whatever that is, we're gonna tap that through. So we're just gonna tap where I tap and repeat after me. And if any of these points aren't accessible for you, you're just gonna choose the ones that are, and you can stay right here if that works for you as well. So even though my appetite isn't working the way I wish it would, I'm willing to love and accept myself anyways. Even though I've done everything to try and get my appetite back, and it's not working. I accept that that's how my body is reacting today. Even though I can't get my appetite back no matter what I've tried, my body's trying to tell me something. I'm willing to love and accept my body anyways. My appetite isn't functioning the way I want it to. Trying to get my appetite back. It feels like nothing's working. I've tried everything. I just can't seem to get it back. My body is trying to tell me something. Can't get my appetite back. I don't know what to do. I feel like I've tried everything and it's exhausting. And my body still isn't functioning properly. But I'm willing to love and accept my body anyways. I wish I could get my appetite back. I really wish I could get my appetite back. I wish my body would have its appetite back. I wonder what caused it to stop. So just take a nice clearing breath and just notice if any thoughts came up for you, any emotions, and maybe you have some information about what happened that your appetite slowed down or stopped. And as I was saying, what happens is a lot of the times our body doesn't feel safe and therefore normal functions such as appetite aren't present. So it will be interesting as we tap on this next round for you to discover and just peel the layers of the onion back a little bit to see, what your body is telling you and what information we can get from there to help support your healing. So we're gonna go into our second round, repeating after me. Even though my appetite still isn't functioning the way I wish it would, I accept my body anyways. Even though my appetite isn't functioning the way I wish it would, I'm willing to love and accept myself anyways. Even though my appetite isn't functioning the way I want it to, I'm willing to listen to my body to see what it needs, to feel safer, and to understand how to bring my appetite back. My appetite isn't functioning properly. Don't have an appetite. I just wish it came back. Don't have an appetite. My body isn't functioning the way I wish it would. I wonder what my body needs to feel safe. I wonder what my body's telling me. I wonder why my body is protecting me from eating. What is my body focusing on instead of eating? I wonder why my body is protecting me from eating. I wonder why my body doesn't feel safe eating. My body is protecting me from eating. There's something that doesn't feel safe eating. It doesn't feel safe for my body to eat right now. And I wonder what my body is trying to tell me. Body, why is it that you don't feel safe eating? I'm here to listen. So just taking a nice clearing breath and just noticing if you heard some answers to those questions. And just take a moment to honor whatever came up for you. And the thing is, many times, if you grew up in a household where, either you were shamed for your weight, or, you had a parent that had unhealthy eating patterns, or you had a previous history with disordered eating, or, any of these events in our lives in the past where they have influenced our food patterns are going to show up in the body, and they are going to be stored there. So there is a part of you that doesn't feel safe eating, and that's evident because your appetite is being suppressed. And what I'm hearing and seeing is that you're here right now because you do want to get your appetite back. And so there is a part of you that is willing to change that. So in this final round, what we're going to do is we're going to build some safety with that part of you that doesn't feel safe eating for whatever reason it may be for you. And we're going to acknowledge the other parts of you that want to move forward and develop a healthier relationship with you and with your appetite. And by doing that, we're going to foster the growth and the healing that's necessary to allow your brain, your mind, your body to start calming down and bringing back the safety for you to eat again, because safety is number one. If that's not present, nothing happens, right? We just shut down. You're doing amazing. So tapping on the side of the hand, even though a part of me does not feel safe eating, and that's why my appetite isn't here, I'm willing to love and accept that part of me anyways. Even though there's a part of me that doesn't feel safe eating, and that part of me learned that it wasn't safe to eat in the past, there is another part of me who does want to eat and have my appetite back. And I love and accept all parts of me. Even though there's a part of me that learned that it's not safe for me to eat, and that part of me has turned off my appetite as a safety mechanism. And this part of me probably learned it wasn't safe to eat in my past life here, in my past experiences. Maybe it was a family member who taught me it wasn't safe to eat. Maybe someone commented on my figure. Maybe it was through competitive sports. Whatever it is, I lovingly accept that part of me that learned it wasn't safe for me to eat. And I acknowledge that there's another part of me that wants to eat and would love to have my appetite back. And I'm learning to trust that it's safe for me to eat. Part of me doesn't feel it's safe to eat, and I learned that somewhere in my past. I'm willing to let that go. I'm willing to nurture the part of me that feels unsafe eating, and to hold loving acceptance for that part of me that has been through some challenging times. Holding loving acceptance for that part of me that doesn't feel safe eating and has learned somewhere in my past that it isn't safe for me to eat. And I acknowledge that there's another part of me here today who knows that it is safe for me to eat, and is going to show that other part of me slowly and lovingly that it's safe for my appetite to come back. It's safe for my appetite to come back. I'm choosing to release emotional attachments to this fear around eating and these blocks around my appetite. And I'm choosing to restore positive energy flow to bringing my appetite back, trusting that it's safe for me to eat. It's safe for my appetite to come back. I'm releasing those old fears and stories that no longer serve me. So just taking a nice clearing breath and just asking yourself intuitively, how well is your appetite working now? And just notice if that number has shifted, and it might take you a few rounds of practicing the same technique for that to come back. But I promise you with absolute certainty that the more you can use this technique and the more you can practice it, the more you're going to gently and lovingly bring that appetite back, because the more safety you create in yourself and your body, the more we open the doors of healing and bringing your appetite back. And it's all works in tandem with the mind, body, all of it. And this exercise is going to help produce those miracles. I would love to hear in the comments below how you're feeling, what you're noticing, what some of those answers were that you uncovered, and let me know how this goes for you. Try it every day and hit me back with the incredible results that you are feeling. And if you are in a place right now where you really want to overcome the blocks that you're struggling with your body, with your emotional eating, with any of these things you're getting stuck with as it relates to your body, your confidence, and the confidence that you're seeing in your life, in your relationships, in your career, it is all related. If you feel like you're in a place where you're really looking for a confidence breakthrough, then please book your complimentary breakthrough call with me below. There's nothing I love more than supporting you to step into your truth and to shine as powerfully as you can in not just your body image or your relationship with food, but in your entire life. And it is all related. Thank you so much for being here. I can't wait to see you again next week. Don't forget that you can always send me video ideas. I'd love to support you. Say hi to me on Instagram, and don't forget to download my free training to overcome your inner critic. There's so much juicy info in there that helps to really reboot your confidence and help you shine and be a magnet of attraction like you truly are. Love you.